How do you think Rodgers is reacting to this?
That's a great question. I've not directly spoken to him.
Okay.
I believe that if he's upset inside, he's very mindful of the optics and is playing it off well, but I don't know. I think it clearly was a move by management. I think the more there's a chance that, and I would advise management to play it this way too, there's a chance that it can be coaches and Rodgers against the man, and that's probably the best thing short term for the organization if that's how it goes, and I don't think that would be inaccurate, but I think the opportunity cost is more the issue than the young guy on the roster who could theoretically replace him. Aaron Rodgers knows he's the best quarterback there and will be, and he's not worried so much about that, I think it's what could they have done with that pick and what did they do with the subsequent picks, and you can understand how that would be frustrating.
Well, I mean, Favre came on this show 1 week ago on this very day and termed that opportunity cost as a burned bridge. That's how he termed that opportunity cost, said that it was going to rear its ugly head. You call it opportunity cost. He called it something that would definitely get the wheels turning in Rodgers' head, that will wind up with Rodgers wearing a different uniform a la Brady, Manning, and everybody else from that, I guess, era.
I would not discount anything that Brett says about the subject, A, because he and Aaron have a good relationship now, and I know they talked, as Brett said, and B, because very few people have lived those things, but Brett is one of them, and I've seen it happen with Montana. I've seen it happen with Favre. I saw Marino basically told, "You're done," and he had to decide whether to go to the Steelers or retire. See Troy Aikman be told, "You're done, and you can go somewhere else or retire." Steve Young, was probably at the end of the line if he decided to come back, and Peyton Manning, and now Brady, a little different, but yeah, it's never easy. It's never smooth. It's never seamless. The closest we got to that was Elway with the storybook walk-off, second consecutive Super Bowl win. But organizationally, they really paid a price. They had a very tumultuous, aftermath. So, I get why the Packers would be looking ahead. I've heard some amazing things about Jordan Love. I think Aaron, as long as the kid's not entitled, which I don't believe he will be from what I've heard, I think Aaron will treat him fine. And I think in the short term he'll be motivated even more, or as much as, and not more, but, he'll be locked in as much as he's ever been. But, I don't discount anything Brett says about that, because they can have a conversation on a much different level than any of us can.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.